God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
God is good.
Give us a few minutes and we'll have Pastor this song to give us some music. So if you can be seated, give us a few minutes. And immediately after she talks, then I will talk.
There's wisdom there.
Amen. Amen. I would just want to thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. I mean, God is good.
All the time.
I didn't know I was going to say something. God help me. Sometimes in marriage, you think like it's not easy, like the pastor say. You can say, "Oh, I'm getting out of it. I'm getting out of it." Sometimes you come in, you're getting tired. You just say, "Please, can you just get up? Just get out and go somewhere. I don't want to see you." Then when he goes out, you feel empty and say, "Come back, come back." So it's just God's grace and mercy. It's not us, it's God's grace. Because when we think about what Christ did for us on the cross, and then you see what somebody has done for you, you're just going to give a little, not up to what Christ has given you, because Christ's blood is more than what we can give each other. And he showed us the way to forgive. So that's the only measurement, like Pastor said, we measure with Christ, and then we see our fall, and then we can come back and say, "Lord, forgive us, let's continue." Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, before I talk, if you have been married for 50 years and you're in here, please put up your hand. 45, 42, 41, okay, 39. Well, I got you. Mrs. Scusa, please come forward. Mrs. Scusa. I want Mrs. Scusa to come.
Should I turn off the recording?
Yeah.
No. She is not shy, so.
She really is.
That's why you think, but that's not who you are. I want to thank God for all the couples that are here today. We didn't get here by our own strength. It's by the grace of God. Because from the first day, the devil said, "No, what are you all trying to do?" And every time the devil comes, he meets Christ and runs away. Because when Christ is leading the way, the devil must run away. Saying this to say that in order to enjoy a good marriage, there must be a good foundation. I remember having a lot of headache with family when everybody say you are of age, it's time to get married. Here is a beautiful lady we have found for you. I didn't say no, but I went and didn't come back. But down in my heart, I said, "God, you have called me to be a preacher. Can you find a Baptist girl for me so that I will not go through the process of converting her to be a Baptist, to support me as a Baptist pastor?" And I kept asking God, And when time came, God didn't just show me a Baptist girl, but He showed me somebody who was going to be the helpmate that God has made for me. Let me tell you why I said God brought the helpmate He has made for me. Because when I rode my bicycle, I took a trip to the village, and I told my mom, "Mom, you know something? I think that I'm ready for marriage. If I bring a girl from where, you will like it." Then I sat down and waited. My mother smiled, looked at me, said, "Son, a woman has no country." That is in my dialect, the direct translation is, "A woman has no country. If you bring one that will take us as her family, then I will support you." And that opened a big window. So I rode my bicycle back to the city. I told my friend, "You know what? I'm going to go find me a wife. Can we take a trip on this day? Can you just forget about work?" And we rode our bicycles, and I showed him a list that I have made and said, "We are going to start from the top of the list." And we rode our bicycle, and we knocked her door. And she opened. She came in, she cooked, and we ate. And then we said, "It's time for us to go." And then we got out on the road, and my friend rode his bicycle and stood in front there, and then I stood back here with my bicycle and said, "You know, the reason we came here is to find out if you can go with us. Specifically, me." And then everything started working at that time, and then I didn't have a need to exhaust the other list. I just saw it and trashed it away. And God has been so kind to us that He gives us His grace whenever the ups and downs come. And whenever those ups and downs come, I remember asking God to give me one that will stay with me. And promise, when I asked God, I also promised God that I'm going to do my best to hang in there. And so, before I knew it, she came along. Before I knew it, we were now 7. So while I'm thanking you for being here today, I have a prayer request for you. Out of the 7, the youngest is 30, turned 30 last month. But we don't have a daughter-in-law or a son-in-law.
He's on the way.
And so our prayer request to you today is that there should be a daughter-in-law or son-in-law so that there can be grandkids.
Go knocking on the door.
Amen. Yeah, he's trying to give an excuse. He's showing the other grandkids. But we need your own, sir. The reason I called my sister here is some of you who have been here before, you know, Reverend and Mrs. Scusa have been a strong team with the Agape church. And whenever we celebrate birthday, anniversary, the next year, they also celebrate the same number.
Wow.
So I want to ask Mrs. Kusa to pray for the couples that are here. They are here not by chance. They are here because God made them to be here. And we want to ask God's grace on them. Take the microphone.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I just thank you for marriage, and I know that it is a picture of our relationship. Your relationship with church is like the marriage. And Lord, I just pray that you will be with each couple that is here, because each year is a hard year, and it takes a lot of work to make a good marriage work, and it has to be a partnership of three. You have to be at the head of that relationship, Lord, or it doesn't work very well. Just help us and give us all grace to live for you, Lord, to honor you in our marriage, to honor you with our lives, and to remember that it's really not about us. It's about us giving glory back to you. And thank you that you brought that person into our life that could fulfill our lives, Lord, to make it full and to make it complete. Without our partners, we are not complete, and there's no one else that can complete that. And Lord, I just thank you for that, and I just give you the praise for marriage, because it is a wonderful relationship, and it is a wonderful picture to the world. Lord, just help us to keep words like divorce and separation and all of those nitpicky little words out of our vocabulary, but to realize this is a covenant relationship, that it's a commitment to each other. Help us to look to our partner, to serve them, to live